she didn't take to being part of another family where she obviously didn't have the same part or something.
Yeah.
And she didn't take to it, whereas Lovely has accepted the
Yeah.
new role.
Exactly.
In fact, Lovely is now, when we left the mountain, Lovely stayed with her grandma, her foster grandma, Beth's mum, and she's a great help now and progressing very well. But Tallaght is also part of that little community there, and Bibi.
Yes.
Those were the three.
Now, Bibi, that's her brother's. So
Her brother's, Bibi's house, Bibi's parents' house,
by the
are there,
bridge.
very, very close to Nana's house.
Yeah.
And Tallack's mum, her house is very close to Nana's house. And a little bit further out is Rado, Beth's brother.
I know one of the brothers' house was there by the bridge at Shoefields.
Yes, yeah. There's one on the other side
From Nana's.
of the bridge. He's the farmer.
Okay.
He's the very capable.
Exactly. That's
he's a very capable man as well. I always called him the man of steel because the extraordinary things that he used to do. When Beth and I we purchased a washing machine, and back then that was when I think we had the bridge done, or did we? No, we didn't even have the bridge done. And the narrow pathway up to the house from the creek,
Yeah.
they could get the carabao up, but nothing else. And we got the washing machine so far, and that we couldn't get any further up. And they called me down. I was on my way down to help if I could. Rado took the cardboard box off the washing machine, put it on his shoulder, and walked the way up to the house. And I'm talking a steep walk, and he just carried it up by hand. And he was the one that used to come down to the road on his carabao, and was dragging his bamboo sled, and we put our materials for building the red house, and he would bring up the rest of the way.
I remember one video on, I assume it was his rice, but they had a thing where they were threshing the rice there at a little place beside his house.
Yes.
And like I said, I've seen so many of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get things a little confused.
Yeah, that machine
but
that they do that with, that was actually purchased by a donor.
see, now at home, I've got a threshing machine,
Yeah.
but it's treadle operated like the old treadle sewing
right.
machines.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I've grown wheat before. I love gardening. At home, I've got like 30-something blueberry bushes. I've got apples. I've got pears,
Really?
figs,
Really?
plums,
Oh wow.
grapes, kiwi, and that was all in addition to the vegetables I grew.
Wow. you would do very well in the Philippines because you would be able to supplement
Yes.
your income, even if it was only on a share basis. You know, when I first went to California, I actually supported myself and my kid through a barter company.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I built custom furniture to order, and people would do exchange, and then I'd be able to do things like get our glasses and
Yep.
you know, stuff that I normally would have had trouble getting because they're so expensive.
Back in the States, my blueberries, they're ready right now, and I have people that are coming getting them. But I let people come and pick them, and then they bring me corn or tomatoes, peppers.
Right.
So it works good for both of us.
That's how it used to work.
Yes. And I had preferred to do it that way
Yeah.
rather than having to exchange money and all.
Yeah, so you're from Alabama,
Correct.
and would that be regarded as the deep south? Forgive
Yes.
my lack of.
Yes, it is the
geography.
deep. It's,
But so would you have Cajuns down there,
no,
like
mu-
French?
every once in a while, but most of them are in Louisiana.
I see. Because I just remember watching an interview with someone in the deep south, and they're living almost in the Everglades,
Yeah.
and they live very, very, very simply, but almost on the barter basis of
Yes.
exchange.
Uh-huh.
And the man was saying, this is when the shit hits the fan group. And he said, I feel sorry for the city folks because they're not going to be able to
Exactly.
survive. He says,
Exactly.
whereas we're already there.
Yep.
We're already there.
That is
We can
entirely
survive
true.
we can survive on what we and our neighbours
Grow.
doing the barter
Yep.
will be able to give.
Yeah, because like in Alabama and all, there's people they have honeybees, so you can get honey,
Yeah,
and you can get just about anything from the local people
yeah.
by bartering with them,
Right.
and it works out well.
I remember with the barter system that I was with when I was in California, they bartered exchange units. So it was like a different kind of money.
Yeah.
So a unit would be worth so much money, and then you would have so many units. But they didn't talk money, but you were given units. And any person would say, well, this phone is worth 50 units, and then if your account carried enough units,
Yep.
you could exchange.
Before I left coming over here, my other friend in Milleron that I was going to visit, she does a lot of gardening. And so I was going to bring some vegetable seeds over here.
Oh, yeah.
And I found out I can't bring them over here.
Oh, you can't bring them?
No.
Well, that's strange because YouTube, you can buy seeds. There's a big industry on that. You can buy seeds. There's a woman there selling huge fruit, a little bit like grapefruit, but red, which would be beautiful. And they sell the seeds. They sell seed for bamboo. There's a special kind of bamboo. It grows very, very straight.